Last time, I was showing you how bad the Inaro's augment tweaks are. It's like nothing has changed, as still, the Sandstorm ability is not great in terms of time to kill, and my dream of a Sandboy army was crushed to ruins as the Desiccation Curse augment only did buff the chance to create a Sand Shadow. The AI is still dumb, its survivability is still not enough, and the damage buff is not even worth it. I have made several suggestions about it, like making the elemental sandstorm vacuum enemies instead of throwing them out of the horizon, and I also added that the Desiccation Curse should be activated per kill on those blinded targets. That way, we can constantly get some Sand Shadow active in the field. I just helped that Digital Extremes see the video, and if you like to help out, then you can share the link that I have included in the pinned comment. Now, we are into another augment tweak, and this time, we will be discussing the augment for Ash smokescreen called Smoke Shadow, and I tell you no, it's not bad as Inaro's augments, and it's not useless as opposed to some players might think. I know some players would say that Digital Extremes missed the chance to make Ash better because instead of the critical chance bonus during smokescreen's invisibility, they should just add the function to add duration to Ash's invisibility every time he kills an enemy. It works like Valkytie's War Cry, which extends its duration for 2 seconds for every enemy killed, and this could solve one of the biggest problems of Ash, which is survivability, and the fact that it works on allies. Then it could be busted, and many would consider playing Ash as a supportive Warframe that provides permanent invisibility to the team as long as you can kill enemies. But I think that is too much to ask, and like I've said earlier, it would be busted since your whole squad can be invisible the whole time, taking no damage, and also taking advantage of the stealth damage multiplier on melee attacks. It's a fantasy that we want, but don't let this bother you, and sway you away from the fact that the critical chance buff somehow hits the perfect spot for this augment. First off, invisibility is given, since the range isn't an issue. Your teammates can receive the buff as long as they are in range, and after receiving the cast they can move away and still be cloaked. Secondly, the 150% critical chance boost doesn't hinder you from building max range in your Ash for great support, since 150% is constant and can't be affected by mods. While it would be nice to increase the critical chance with power strength mods, but I'll take the 150% since it doesn't sacrifice anything in your build and you get to be invisible while having a 150% critical chance. The increased critical hit chance is additive to mods like Point Strike, Pistol Gambit, and Blood Rush. So for example, a weapon has a 25% base critical chance. Then you mod it with Point Strike, and Smoke Shadow is active, then the weapon gets a 100% critical chance. I know I'm just playing solo here, and I still receive the 150% critical chance, but imagine Ash in team composition. That boost in critical chance would be very handy for the other players in the team, as well as the ability to go invisible infinitely if you just stay in range. Just one last thing, the augment does affect all weapon types including arch guns and exalted weapons, as long as the cloak buff remains. So, Mesa would be delighted when she sees you using a Smoke Shadow Ash build. Also, allies affected by Smoke Shadow include some NPCs such as Syndicate operatives and rescue targets. However, defense operatives and caver defectors are not included. The same goes with Necromesh or Corn bots. It's kind of sad that they are not affected by the buff, especially Void Rig's exalted guns, but Corn bots don't need it anyway. Like I have said, there's no compromise to modding, since with the 150% critical chance stays even if you mod for overextended. All you need now is high duration, and then try to mod it with mecha mods so you can take advantage of some nuking, especially since Ash is heavy with slash. All you need is a heavy slash based weapon to kill the marked target, and you will then deal AoE bleed procs within 30 meters. Now, this is for the team-oriented build. For the solo-oriented build, you don't need range actually, since all you would want is the critical chance buff. But let me suggest one part of this build that will help you do Steel Path missions and beyond levels smoothly. I suggest that you go with the Silence Ash build. This is built will cheese acolytes and allow you to lock out, or cancel their abilities. Invisibility alone sometimes won't cut it, as acolytes will hit you even when you are not visible to other enemies. Silence will help you in a way that acolytes will not move and don't use any of their abilities as long as the silence ability is active. So go try out this Ash build now with your friends. More videos coming soon, and we will talk about more augment tweaks plus farming videos that will aid you in your quests of farming everything in Warframe. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.